So let's get you in the flight deck. Let's get this aircraft started up. We are flying the beautiful H160 in the monster livery. So let's get some power here, generators, and let's turn on our lights so we can see things. Get this aircraft started. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. Looks like it's coming up pretty quick, so it's been a great year here on the channel.
Audio test.
Audio test is good. I want to thank everybody for joining me on all my flights I've done. And yeah, just been really nice having everybody along. Been really nice being able to fly. Been a bunch of exciting things happening, both in the sim world and in YouTube land, I guess. So we will go ahead and continue getting this aircraft turned on. It looks like all our displays are super bright. Got Alice sitting over there. Don't know if you can see her. Let's all right. Let's get her set up and lit. All right, there you can kind of see her. Let's see, emergency generator, everything's good to go. Let's get engine number 2 fired up. See our rotor spinning. We're going to take off. We're going to head south and west of this current location. We are facing eastbound, so that's the direction we want to go. We'll go over here. Maybe we'll give a hover taxi a try. Head over to our left over here and then head off down the little alley in the trees there and get everything squared away, get our flight underway. Engine number 1 coming on now. Clear messages. And we can go ahead and go with, let's just look at traffic on both of them and then back, so we have all our little icons. Gonna bring up the lights. There we go. We'll have our logo light, strobe light, landing light. Alright, there we go. Those are all set. Now let's go with our pre-flight test. Get that out of the way so we can see. Looks like the pre-flight test is A-OK. And with that, we can go ahead and put the motors into flight. cars or altitude reporting on the transponder. We're set. So all right, let's see what we can do. Let's go off, end the year with a good flight, and then get back to it. So there we go, folks. It is night, so it makes seeing this beautiful Monster Energy racing support aircraft difficult to see. Alright. Let's I'll hop out and see if we can see anything of it. Beautiful paint scheme. Get this one off of flightsim.to. Just a spectacular paint scheme. Thumbnail shows it off pretty good. But let's get the gear up. Alice is ready to go. And let's hop back in the flight deck. Nope. Don't want that one. Not sure what that is, so. Alright, we're gonna head off and we'll follow this road down to the coast.
Caution, terrain. Warning, terrain.
And then we'll go ahead and put the aircraft in autopilot. We'll climb up to, let's make it up to 1,500 feet today. We are feet wet. Whoa. Flying at night can be a little tricky, folks. Let's head up to 1,500 feet till we get to our egress point, or ingress point, sorry. Then we will get down to about 200 feet. Then final turns are going to be kind of fun. They're going to come into we'll make it 90 feet, do a fun little thing, then head off to our landing airport. But yeah, we will stay along the coast here. Climbing up to 1,500 feet. Only going to be about half an hour flight. Let's see. There she is. Good girl, Alice. Oh, yeah, that's what we need. So looking back over the year, let's see, anybody do anything fun? Post it up in the comments. I think some of the excitement along flight simulators is, well, kind of sucks that 2024 is coming out. I really do enjoy flying VR here in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Hopefully 2024 comes along and they promise that all the add-ons will work in the new sim. I guess we've all probably heard that before. But yeah, the PMDG coming out, being available on Xbox. I've been able to fly with a bunch of friends that don't necessarily have high-end gaming computers, so they can play on the Xbox. I think it really helps to optimize the PC version of the flight simulator. So it is a bonus that it's available on Xbox. There are some limitations when you get to Xbox, which is to be expected, but oh well. PMDG 737 is a great aircraft to fly around. It's one I've been flying around. X-Plane 12 has been out for a little while. They've finally matured, I think, to a point where you can start flying. Well, I actually haven't done a whole lot of VR flying in X-Plane, just simply because it's not quite as intuitive as it is here in Microsoft, because Microsoft is kind of built for a controller and clicking and spinning, whereas X-Plane, they kind of expect you to have a yoke, and when you try and mess with a knob or a dial, you should be using a controller, which is fine for VR, but that's just one more thing you have to have in your hand instead of on the yoke or on the throttle and stick. So hands on throttle and stick, there's a reason they call it that. So yep, there's that. Just flew the Lear 35. What a great plane. What a fun flight. Kind of getting back to, I guess, sort of the fundamentals of aviation. Knowing your VORs, knowing your nav sources, really knowing your route, your altitudes. It's so much fun. Like right here in this helicopter, it wouldn't have happened just a few years back, where the amount of automation and the stability augmentation system wouldn't have been as robust and workable as it is now. So it makes for automation makes the pilot workload so much lighter. And then when you get into an aircraft that's not quite as automated, like the Lear, or I mean, to a certain extent, the H145, or even this one, it makes the experience a whole different animal. Hi, Alice. So, just been playing with that one, and I gotta say, this Hype Performance Group H145, H160, being able to fly a helicopter is good. Now, when you mix in virtual reality, it makes flying a helicopter as close to the real deal as you can get. Being able to see your peripherals, look around real quick. I did have Track IR 5 for a while, and that was okay. You just had to remember their limitations. With this one, I can turn all the way around. I can look all the way around, check out the folks in the back. They're back there reading their stuff. But VR and flying a helicopter is made for one another. And I guess to a great extent, any of the GA aircraft, being able to look around, any of the aircraft in VR is pretty good. But where you have to see and avoid and look around and make sure that your environment's clear, and just being able to look, just naturally look, just like you would in the aircraft, makes it a terrific experience. So what else have we got? Real life, had it had the presidential 747, got to take care of that for a little while. Still got Turtle kicking it. Alice is here. Sid, got the family all together. So cruise along at about 130 knots. We're gonna drift it out to the. No, we're heading just about right. Just about. We only got one tail feather there. I guess we could put. No, we don't want to put that. Don't want to spoil the surprise. So. Landing gear is up. Parking brake is on. Going through everything. Altitude hold, heading hold, indicated airspeed hold. So we're doing pretty good here. How about you? How's your year been? Post it up in the comments. Let me know. What do you got looking forward to 2024? Let's see. What do I got? Well, who knows what the next year holds for us all. This time next year I could be retired or at another job. Let's go out and see if we can see anything on the old well, let's turn off our landing lights. Don't need those. Don't need those for now. I sure do like the Fenestron safety lights. See Alice sitting in there. What a good girl. I believe I remember seeing that pitch in the past. Before we get there, if you know the area, if you think you know where you're at, post that up in the comments. Currently heading just west of south. Down along the coast. A lot of water off to our left. A lot of water. I have not started the music, so we won't listen to music. Not because I don't want to, but the radio stations would give away where we're at. And that's another thing. This year I got the Pimax Crystal VR headset. It is a amazing piece of equipment. I haven't been able to play with any of the others. I did have a HP Reverb G2 that I thought was pretty amazing. Then I got this Pimax Crystal, and the clarity, the ability to see everything clearly, not just one moderately small sweet spot, but everything crystal clear. There is no sweet spot that I can tell just looking around the flight deck here. Whereas in the past, looking around at the gauges and the displays, you would start getting a little bit of haloing and sort of the 3D effect would be blurred because the sweet spot was so focused that once you got outside of that, yeah. But the HP Reverb, great headset. If you're just getting into VR, it's perfect. It's got everything. It's got audio. It's got great visuals. It has it's comfortable controllers, inside out tracking, and that's one of the reasons I went with the Crystal. Now I use my VR for flying only. I don't need base stations, so inside out tracking works great for me. I don't have to worry about additional hardware or wires, cables, any of the other fun jazz that goes along with configuring base stations for Lighthouse. But if you play games that require the Lighthouse or make the tracking that much better, then yeah, VR is coming a long way. Right now you're seeing, I'm not sure what you're seeing, but it is the OpenXR mirror. You're watching my right eye, maybe my left eye, is what you're seeing. But yeah, from maybe my first experience with VR to the Pimax Crystal, it is something quite extraordinary. Let me see if let me pull this up and grab a map, see if I can see where we're at. Oh yeah, we got a ways. But VR has come a whole long way in a fairly short amount of time. It's pretty good. Like I said, if it weren't for VR, I doubt I'd be flying helicopters right now. But because you can naturally look around, I think the next logical step for me is trying to get a motion rig, and then I think I'll be all set. So, alright, so you might be able to see the city down there. We're going to drop our altitude down to about 200 feet. Any ideas what city that is? I don't know if there's anything that gives it away. So we're going to come in under the radar.
Caution, terrain.
We can make it 500 feet. 500 feet should be able to keep us a little secretive as we come up on that city. Let's see if you see anything down here. Anything marked with an H? No H. Now we can go down to 200. We're ripping along about 130.
Caution,
Terrain.
terrain.
Still a whole lot of water off to the left there, out to the east. Beautiful beach right here, a couple of them. This one's rather famous. And just on the other side here, you would catch your boat ride back to the big city. There's a boat. Alice, your light's coming off, so give me just a second. There we go. So I spent 2 New Years in this city, and if you ever get a chance to do New Year's here, I cannot recommend it enough. It is a lot of fun. It's the middle of summer. Where I'm at, it's the middle of winter. So being able to go out and not have to worry about 16 coats and 19 layers of clothes and just kind of enjoy it and have a good time. Very family friendly. I think there's 2 fireworks shows, one at 9 and one at midnight. So if you are watching this when I upload it, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I don't know that the city's that colorful. Who knows? It may be. But when we come around the corner, you should recognize where we are at, if you do not already. So 18 hours ahead of where I'm at is this city. So they will be celebrating at 6 a.m. my time. And there you have it. Welcome to Sydney, Australia. Happy New Year, everyone. I used to live right over there, right next to Woolloomooloo Bay. for the new year, they set off fireworks from the harbor bridge, the opera house, some barges out here in the harbor, and off the city there on the left at the rocks. So amazing celebration. A lot of people have fun. Got to watch out for some of these sailboats. Still got Luna Park over there. There's the opera house, harbor bridge. And we're going to go ahead and slow it up. Turn around and look at good old Sydney. Nice and bright. Get it slowed down. Come on up here. Take a look at the city. Casinos. Go. Beautiful downtown Sydney. I don't know if I ever saw a cruise ship sitting in the Circular Quay. A little bumpy here around town. I was down here when they filmed The Matrix. My office was on 115 Pitt Street. Look at Alice. Look at her checking out the Opera House. And there we go. There's Woolloomooloo Bay. My apartment was right up there on Potts Point. Right on the back side of King's X or King's Cross, whatever way you want to say it. Harry's Cafe to Wheels up there.
Hands on.
But yeah, my apartment was right there. Watson's Bay in front of us. Let's get turned around and take a good look at Sydney. There we go. North Sydney right there. Had one of the best dinners just on the north side of the harbor bridge there. Barramundi steak. It was delicious. And there we have it, folks. Sydney Harbor, Happy New Year. Hope everybody has a great and prosperous 2024. Sure has been a lot of fun having you along for all my flights. If you like these types of things, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And I appreciate you being here. We're going to go ahead and get moving. We're going to head over to Bankstown. Go ahead and just couple that. Wonderful spot, Sydney. Queen's Garden right in front of us. I remember Tim had to stop there and get sunscreen because he'd been here for like 20 minutes without any sunscreen. So this was, of course, back in the 90s, late 90s, a couple years there. I think we are good, old Betty. There's Circular Quay, head on out. There's a Happy Jack's right down there. No, the McDonald's is there. There's an ice bar like right below us. That nice little jazz funk place. Pretty cool. And so and then my office was right up there. 115 Pitt Street.
Warning, obstacle.
We will head in and see if we've got a good helicopter landing spot over at Bankstown. It is kind of the executive or the sort of the 24-hour airport for Sydney. I don't think it'll accept anything over, say, like a it might take a 737, but I'm not super sure of that. Kingsford Smith, we're not crossing through anybody's glide path because they're landing to the north. We've been cleared through. Heading straight on into Bankstown. I think you see it right there off our nose. I mean, let's do that. Let's go back. Let's go with procedures. Approach for let's see. RNAV? That seems like it's way out there. That seems like it's way out there. Let's go back. Let's go. Are there any other approaches? No. Disregard. We will just fly direct into Bankstown. We are coupled. We are lined up. We're good. I guess we can bring up the chart. try and park right there on the very north side of the airport. So we should be coming direct to the center of the airport. We will hook a right around and try and come in and land there. So you can see the airport right straight ahead. There we go. Alright. Thanks for joining me, folks. It's been a great year. If you like these types of videos, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. That way you know when I climb into the flight deck. Again, I just want to thank you guys and appreciate everybody subscribing. I know we don't have a lot. We only got about 40 something, but every subscriber counts. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tolerating me. It's been a lot of fun learning the new aircraft, having everything set up and setting everything up. It's just been a whole lot of fun. So with that, we will start our descent into the airport. And we will also slow her down a little bit.
Caution, terrain.
And we'll stay off to the right. And it will be my aircraft.
Hands on.
Oh, I'm gonna get that landing light on.
Caution, terrain.
Let's see if those helipads are modeled a little better. Maybe, maybe not. Heli flight.
Landed.
Good girl, Alice. I don't know which.
Terrain.
Didn't really spend a whole lot of time here in Bankstown when I was here. But I do know that they have a great helicopter training area. Just figuring out which side of the airport it's on.
Caution, terrain.
Thank you. What do you think? See any other helicopters out here? Oh look, there's a helicopter spot. Aha!
Caution, terrain.
Ah, here they are. There we go.
Caution, terrain.
Alright. Alright. Gear is down. Parking brake has been set. No rolling when we get there. And with that,
Hands on.
we will. Oh, there we go. Oh. There we go. We have landed in Bankstown, New South Wales. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this New Year's Eve flight. It was a great flight. Had a lot of fun. Alice, thanks you for joining us. We're going to get these cooled off a little bit. Get those into idle. And once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us for tonight's flight into Bankstown along the coast of Australia. Seeing Sydney for New Year's Eve. It was a good time. Thank you, everyone. Landing light is coming off. And I think we are good. Let's see. Alright, engines can come off. Once again, thank you everybody for joining us on these flights. If you like them, hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when I pop in and take a flight. Again, a lot of fun. I've had a good time. Hope you guys have as well. Alice enjoys having you along. She gets bored talking to me all the time. But with that, our rotor is coming to a stop. Our download is in progress. Once that is done, I will go ahead and stop the stream.